The achievements of my students are something that are really important to me, not just inside of the class, but outside of the class. I can name a few. I had a student who was testing pretty low for a while. So what I did was I asked him and the rest of the class, what can I give you guys if the test scores turn out well? And they asked me to play Katusha and try to sing it in Russian. And all of the scores, but his in particular, went way up. In fact, he got one of the highest scores in the class. So I played Katusha for them. Another one, I love the achievements of my students outside of the classroom. They're extremely, extremely important to me, especially art. I have students that are dancers and artists, and like right back there on the wall is a drawing that one of my students made and gave me. So that's something I look at every single day because it's on the opposite wall from my desk, and I see that and I'm proud of my students. Not just because of what they're doing in here, but because of what they're doing out there and all the potential they have. So actually the team is one of the main reasons that I decided to stick around next year and commit to teaching next year at IEC. And I knew that within the first few weeks of teaching here, that this has one of the most solid teams that I've ever met. And especially in teaching, in any job where there's multiple people working together, but especially in teaching, having the help and support of people around you is extremely important. This job can be kind of isolating when you're in your classroom just with your students and everyone has their own room. But one of the most important things about teaching and any job is the support and the team. And we all are here for each other. We all support each other. I know that if I have any questions at any time, anywhere, I can go to either Josh, Daniel, or Aaron, and they'll give me the answer I need. So frankly, it's one of the best teams I've ever encountered. That's why I want to stick around and keep teaching here, is because of the team. So yeah, as far as teams go, I think we have something really solid here, and I hope we keep it. There have been a few funny moments. It's difficult for me to talk about the funny moments because many of them you had to have been in the classroom when they happened. But there is one story I want to tell you. So I was teaching, and on the wall back there was a mayfly, Naruskomiazyke podunka. And it was big, it was about this big, and my students were all looking at it. And I said, just ignore it. But then we decided to give it a name. So we named it Stepan, and I wanted to get it out of here, so I grabbed it. I'm from Arizona, we love bugs. I love spiders and scorpions, and especially large insects. So I caught it in my hands and brought it over. And I showed it to them, but at that moment it flew out of my hands and started flying around, and one girl jumped up, screamed, and ran across the room. And we all laughed, and it was okay. And I eventually got it outside, so that's the funniest moment from my classroom so far.